All right, so once again, I'm live. The early morning night though. Quick wrap up on some things yesterday. So one thing that's going on, big story. Going on. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing, Monel?
A future in cybersecurity. FBI is placed on accelerated cybersecurity.
This morning, residents in the Southeast waking up after a weekend of wildfires, red flag warnings, and frightening evacuations. In South Carolina, first responders battling more than 170 wildfires as the governor here declared a state of emergency. This view of the blazes captured during a plane landing in Myrtle Beach after powerful wind gusts approaching 30 miles an hour over the weekend spread flames that reached several dozen feet into the sky. And we've witnessed just how easily this kind of dry brush can fuel the fire. We've watched these flames multiply in just the last couple of minutes. The South Carolina Forestry Commission says the fires have been worsened by a perfect storm of windy and dry conditions. Talk to me about the conditions that firefighters are up against.
Well, it's very erratic. You saw it. The flames were low, and all of a sudden they jumped up, right? So wind changes can do that, and this kind of a fuel type, as we call it. So it can be a little scary.
Towers of smoke from wildfires can be seen for miles in North Carolina as well, as the region hopes the most dangerous fire conditions are under control. And while firefighters will get some relief from those powerful wind gusts we saw over the weekend, there still is a burn ban in place across the entire state of South Carolina because of the wildfire risk. This region is short some 4 inches of its typical rainfall. Savannah?
All right, Emily Aketa leading us off. Thank you.
Let's bring it out. Now he is tracking the wildfire danger. He's also tracking the threat of severe storms this week. To Emily's point, there, Al, sounds like the lack of rainfall really played a role here.
Been a big problem. Good morning. Good morning to you. As you look up and down the eastern seaboard, we have drought, not quite as bad here along the southeastern Atlantic coast, but still dry fuels, the winds, the vegetation, low humidity, and that continues that fire threat today. The wind's not quite so bad, but we're going to continue to watch that. Then out west, the storm system is gathering. It's bringing winter weather advisory, storm watches, even some blizzard warnings through the Rockies. And ahead of that system today, we are looking at a risk of severe weather from Oklahoma.
So they're saying, what's up, Frank?
What up?
So they're saying they got a lot of wildfires going on in South Carolina.
Yeah, that's just weird, man.
Yeah,
that's
we're supposed to get a storm here too, thunderstorm possibly on Wednesday.
Interesting.
Thunderstorm, I think some areas can get a blizzard and some areas can get thunderstorms. But that's not what's really going on. That's a smoke screen. South Carolina. That's not what's really going on. This is what's really going on behind the scenes of that.
Greetings Ideas can come from anywhere.
This is Dawson 7. I want to share with you here some footage. It's some information connected to Myrtle Beach. Is right now they have declared a state of emergency as they continue to fight this massive fire that you see right here, one of which we don't have an exact cause of how it started. Here's another angle.
Okay. So, Nancy, we got one structure key anchor at the top. Got a line, red fire, take already.
In a daytime clip here, showing them fighting this blaze as it spreads. It should also be known that there is this plan that has been launched by Myrtle Beach.
Hey,
Become
that shit sounds scratchy.
this is rolling 2024. It's over here on the Smart Cities World Initiative page, where you guys can check all this out. The information connected to it showing that there is a plan.
Again?
I said it sounds crazy again, man. They fuck with your sound, man. That's fucking crazy.
Man. Again, huh?
Yeah, that shit. You might have to holler at them and send them a letter, like, bro, why? Like, that's not cool, man. What the fuck? Y'all, like, fucking, how kind shit is that, bro? Why you making it to where I can't post? You know what I'm saying? I can't. Like, why y'all fucking up my sound for? Like, what kind of personal shit? That sounds like some personal shit.
Oh, good. So good. So good.
Want me to play it or what? Whatever it was. That shit sound crazy.
Nah, you ain't got to play this one too much. Basically, what's going on? They're trying to have a smart city in South Carolina. Matter of fact, this already was talked about in August.
Good question. Okay, so how do anybody know how those fires were set, or how did this shit start?
I think I read something earlier. They claim 2 guys helped set it up or something. I'm like, no, bro, come on, man, stop the bullshit, man.
See, and this is my thing with these fires. This is how you know it's not genuine. That's how you know these people are lying and covering stuff up, because these motherfuckers never know. It's always somebody starting these fires. You notice that? But then they'll say, oh, well, you know, and then they'll say some shit, some underlining shit in the background and say, oh, climate change, and like, bro, we already know, y'all, somebody's starting these fires, man. There ain't no way. There ain't no climate change in no damn South Carolina, dude. There ain't no wildfires in no fucking South Carolina and shit. Come on, man. Yeah, you're right. This is smart cities. This is lithium factories. I mean, lithium mining.
I think some of the fires actually in North Carolina as well.
That's the lithium. That's where they want to do that. That's what the hurricane. They had a hurricane. You know what I'm saying? So you notice they're doing shit in South Carolina and North Carolina, making hurricanes in North Carolina, wildfires in South Carolina. Notice that?
Yep, I do notice it.
Same thing with California, Hawaii, right? It's like, I mean, if people still could trust the government at this point, man, then yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff going on there.
You see, and they're hitting us with so much stuff to where it's going to be so hard to keep up with this shit. It's so hard to keep track with this shit. It's so hard to keep track with your own thoughts. This stuff is made to confuse you and shit. Made to, you know what I'm saying? Made to make you think. You feel me? All this stuff going on, man. That's all it is, bro. You know, like I was just telling Chak, one of the biggest psyops that they ever made was money, man. That shit's a big psyop. Money is
a big psyop, actually.
You know what I'm saying? That shit, they print the shit out of thin air, or put in the computer, print it out of thin air. You know what I'm saying? And then it's not real, but then the stuff that you could buy with it is real, though. Very interesting.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, the stuff you could buy with it is interesting.
It's like, huh? Okay. And see, that's the trap to make you go to work every day. That's the trap that's the indentured servitude trap. Well, okay, at the end of the day, you'll have this. At the end of the week, you'll have this. And then at the end of 2 weeks, you'll have a paycheck with this on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, really? So you're exchanging your time and your energy and all that shit and your labor for some shit that they just print out of thin air on a fucking computer. Wow. They give it value, right?
Yeah. Put that thing on about
Mhm.
about I just sent you a video of Sonya Massey.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah, she's suing or something, huh?
Oh, they got $10 million, man.
Oh yeah, so yeah. But what happened though? Where's the cop? What's the update with the cop?
I don't know what the update with the cop, but
That's it. Sounds like he just got paid. Like it sounds like one of the Ben Crump things. You know what I mean? No justice, but we'll give you some money. So,
yeah, they got some. Hold on.
right? No justice. I'll give you some money though.
What?
We ain't give you no justice. And the family like, we good. The family will take it too. Fuck that. I want 100 million. Fuck that.
Unanimously agrees to pay out the family of Sonya Massey $10 million in a settlement, and officials are adamant they will not be raising taxes and there will be no cuts of service to pay for it.
All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, no. Resolution 17 is adopted.
Sangamon County will pay the Massey family out of its settlement fund, with additional money needed coming from county reserves.
To pay for this particular settlement, we will not be raising taxes, we will not be issuing additional debt, we will not be cutting services. We can handle this through what is in place in those reserves, and it will allow us to do this on a cash basis and do it rather quickly.
Insurance won't cover any of the settlement because the county doesn't have liability insurance. It's self-insured.
We're self-insured. We looked at that a long time ago when we determined to go the self-insured route, and the cost of the liability insurance was really astronomical. It was better to accumulate these reserves.
Sangamon County Council can now finalize details with the Massey family.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news.
Bro.
Yeah.
Bro.
So they got a settlement, so all's well ends well.
How come it should, there's some good detail on that shit. So there's settlement funds. So, a lot of times these counties and these cities be lying and shit. And that's how a lot of these Republican motherfuckers, I'm just saying them because they always use that stupid ass talking point about my taxes, and I don't want my taxes to go to here, and I don't, but nigga, that shit goes to Israel and Jordan and shit every fucking year. You don't say nothing about that, right? Do you even know about that? They'll say we want to pick and choose where our tax money goes and shit, even though it's not going to you. I mean, it's being diverted from your ass. And even though you don't act exactly, you know what I'm saying, agree on where the fuck it goes there. Nobody wants to talk about that. Nobody wants to argue with the government about that. But yet they want to use it as a talking point. And it comes out as like reparations or something like that, or you getting something, or you getting, oh, I don't want my tax money to go for that. I don't want my tax money. It's like very interesting. But that's good. So the tax fund, okay. So there's an insurance claim fund. A lot of times the news don't talk about that, and a lot of times in these stories, they always come up with that talking point. Oh, it was going to come out of our taxpayers' money. Well, like that story just said, they actually have some called the insurance fund. So that's interesting. That's interesting, BJ. I didn't even know that. That makes sense though. You got something. You got insurance, set aside for stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? In these cities and counties and shit. So I don't want to hear nothing when something happened. And they hit you with that excuse. Oh, we don't have the. Oh, this and that. We don't got it in the budget. We don't want it to come out of our taxes. People are just so full of shit, man. But I just think, like I said, man, I hope, with that money, man, I hope there's some justice that comes with that, man. I hope that, most of 90-something, 5% of the time in these cases, you see a payout and then you don't see nothing happen from there, or you see the cop get off or something like that. So, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The cop's going to get off, though. That's kind of like what that's telling me, too, with that $10 million. That's kind of telling me that, too. You know what I'm saying? He's going to get off and everybody's going to ride off into the sunset. Everybody's gonna go their merry way. You see what I'm saying? He's gonna get off. I heard nothing about it in like a month. I heard the update like a month ago, but I haven't heard really heard. It's like interesting how, they'll tell us details about the money and all this shit, but what about what's going on with him, right?
You're right.
I don't know, man. Like I said, you already know. Most of the time, when you see some money getting divvied out, then you don't see no justice getting divvied out. You know what I'm saying? I know that for a fact. Okay.
Yep, you're right. What's up, man?
Yo.
What's up, Shaq?
Yeah, sir. What's the word, man? What we talking about? We talking about Kareem Abdul-Jabbar tonight? I got some heat for that ass, Nick.
No.
We talking about Kareem? What we talking about?
We talking about Sonya Massey. We talking about the
Oh,
$10
shit.
million settlement that this was got
Oh, shit.
in Illinois. They say it's not coming out of taxpayer money, but they say it's coming out of insurance. But yeah, Sonya Massey. And yeah, matter of fact, you know what?
I'm play it back.
No, you ain't gotta play it back. We talking about the police with Sonya Massey, right? So we're gonna talk about this police thing for a minute that me and Shaq was talking about earlier. As a matter of fact, let me pull this up because we talking about Allen Iverson earlier. I'm gonna pull this up and send it to you.
But I was just telling him that with that Sonya Massey thing, they just gave him $10 million of family. So I'm like, the cop probably gonna get off now and shit. And my thing is, where's the justice at? You know what I mean? A lot of times when they get them lawsuits and shit, and they get, you don't see no justice. You either see the cop get off, or you know what I'm saying, or walk or something, or get found not guilty. I don't know.
Yeah, so that's how it be.
I'm like looking at that, like, okay.
I mean, that's how it always is, man. They always get you with some nonsense like that, right? So remember, I'm gonna send you something, man. Whoa. There's a lot of stuff I can send you here. Maybe you're gonna find one of them to send you. All right, let's see something. I'm gonna send you this one, Frank, and you can play it. Me and him was talking about injustice and things like that. Put up Allen Iverson, Bowling Alley. Yeah. Shaq. Yeah, this is what you're talking about earlier, because Iverson was convicted of a statute called maiming by mob in the state of Virginia. Yep. Man, go ahead and play.
His Hall of Fame career nearly didn't even get off the ground. His iconic moment against Michael Jordan would never have happened. AI was one of the best high school athletes in the nation in 2 different sports. He was destined for greatness. But an incident in his junior year threatened to take all of that away. In 1993, America was on edge because of racial violence, a whisper of what would rise to the surface a few decades later. And Iverson's shocking prison sentence at the time had more to do with racial prejudice than it did his own actions. His story would have gone viral if it happened in the digital age. But even without social media, Iverson captivated the nation. This is a Clutch Points original on how Allen Iverson was sentenced to 15 years in prison for a snack bar fistfight at a bowling alley, and how the life of a 17-year-old future #1 pick was saved. Allen Iverson wasn't always a cultural icon. In fact, there was a time when the answer was left searching for his own. In 1993, at Bethel High School in Virginia, Iverson was a big shot. He was a dual sports superstar, leading both his school's basketball and football teams to championships in his junior year. One of his coaches recalled people all over the nation were talking about how this high school kid from Virginia was taking the world by storm. But life in Hampton was far from perfect. In a town that was predominantly African American, there was a divide between the black and the white communities. They came from separate worlds, and they preferred to stay that way. The underlying racism came to a head on February 13th, 1993. That night, Iverson went out with a group of friends to a local bowling alley. They were there to have some fun and make some noise. It wasn't anything new. They were placed at the end of the alley against the wall, their usual spot. Standing on chairs and cursing pretty loudly, a worker even had to tell them to quiet down. And on a Saturday night, the place was packed. At the other end of the bowling alley was Steve Forrest, a 22-year-old who was with several of his friends from Poquoson, a nearby town whose population was mostly white. Forrest and his friends, who were all white, were finishing up their game. On the other end, Iverson and his friends, who were all black, were there to party the night away. Their two friends clashed when Iverson and a friend headed to the snack bar, which happened to be right next to Forrest's group. From here, we might never know exactly what went down. Their versions of the story conflict. We'll briefly tell you Forrest's version first, and then Iverson's. Both of them testified to their stories in court. Here's what Forrest said happened. Iverson went up to them and started cursing for no reason. Forrest got up and was promptly hit on the back of the head from behind. Suddenly, about 20 guys were all charging at him from the other side of the bowling alley, and a massive fight broke out. Punches and chairs were thrown. A couple of employees said they saw Iverson hit a girl over the head with a chair during the fight. The girl who was hit confirmed that it was Iverson, and they all said that he started it. Let's rewind a second. Now here's Iverson's version of the exact same story. He and his friend walked up to the snack bar to grab a burger, but Forrest came up to him and called him a racial slur. He then slammed a chair onto Iverson's head. Before he could realize what was going on, a friend dragged Iverson out of the fray and brought him outside, safe from the ensuing chaos. A huge fight broke out, but Iverson recalled he didn't throw a punch or a chair at anyone that night, since he was outside for most of it. Regardless of who was telling the truth, the brawl was monumental. Some estimated there was about 40 to 50 people involved in the fight. Forrest came out of it with a broken arm. Others were battered and bruised, but no one was critically injured. When the dust settled, the tension only grew. The fight was in February, but the trial wasn't until July. Many believed that they waited until Iverson's 18th birthday in June so that they could try him as an adult. The results of the trial were disheartening. In a giant crowd of anywhere from 20 to 50 people that night, where everyone was throwing punches, only 4 black males were convicted. What was even more shocking was that they were charged as adults of maiming by mob, a felony that had its roots in the days of slavery to protect African Americans from lynching. It's also unnerving that these 4 young men who got into an impromptu fistfight were accused of being a mob. Iverson's personal manager believed that there was an underlying motive to destroy the future of a young, gifted black man. Iverson's high school coach believed they were trying to make an example out of him. The judge sentenced Iverson to 15 years in prison for the bowling alley brawl, with 10 years suspended. Of the 5 years remaining, Iverson would spend at least 10 months in jail, with a chance to be out on good behavior. Understandably, Iverson was blindsided. I didn't think I was going to jail or anything like that. I didn't even think I would get probation. I was in the wrong place at the wrong time. In Hampton, they did what they could. Marches were organized, petitions were signed, they even raised enough money to pay for more lawyers. Soon, the story swept the nation, and it wasn't long before Tom Brokaw, a journalist at the time, went to interview Iverson in jail, to be aired nationwide on NBC. Georgetown coach John Thompson even visited AI in prison to talk about playing for Georgetown after he got out. To this day, Iverson credits Thompson for saving his life, for giving him a chance when no one else would. The story picked up steam, and the wrongful conviction of 4 black males soon reached the ears of Douglas Wilder. Wilder was the governor of Virginia, the first African-American elected governor in U.S. history. And after just 4 months in prison, Iverson was pardoned by Governor Wilder, under the condition that he continued his education. After finishing high school, Iverson attended Georgetown, and the rest is history. In his NBA career, he was an electrifying athlete on the court, a polarizing figure off it, a Hall of Famer who lived by his own unapologetic brand. We know him as a superstar, a legend, and an icon. But because of an injustice in high school, because of the racial tensions of a small town in Virginia, he almost never even had a chance.
All right, stop that. Stop that right there. All right, Shaq, you there? I don't know, Shaq. Shaq, you still there, right?
That was some shit, man.
Yeah, so
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I'm listening, man. I'm in the background. I'm listening.
yeah, what you think about that, dude, Shaq? That's what we were talking about earlier about Iverson. I told you about that earlier. What happened? Naming about the statue. Matter of fact, the statue is still in the books in Virginia right now. Now, on this statue of Mamie by Knob, all you have to do is be present. You ain't even really got to do nothing. So the question is, if you hit him with a chair or not, you really don't have to do nothing. That's what he was convicted of. Like they told you, it was a big fight, but only 4 of them got charged. All 4 of them went to prison. That's why all 4 of them got out. It took the government of Virginia part of them, but Iverson was never supposed to play basketball. As a matter of fact, what they didn't tell you in the story, but I'm gonna tell you, one of the conditions was that we're gonna let you out, but you're not gonna be able to play high school basketball in your senior year. You can't do no athletics. You can only focus on education. No athletics. Iverson didn't play a single down of football or on the court of basketball in senior year. That was one of the conditions of him getting out of prison.
Wow.
And also, like I told you, that thing happened in February. They held that trial to July because they knew if they held it to July, he would be tried as an adult at 18.
Telling you, they do that shit all the time, bro.
Yeah.
They do that here in California too. They do that shit all the time.
Now, because I was 6 years old at the time when this happened, and I know where they bowling alleys at. I go to Hampton, Virginia all the time. Newport News, whatever. I say Newport News, but whatever. Allen Iverson grew up in a house. You think he's saying raw sewage in the house or whatever. Because their sister was real sick. But John Thompson did bring him to Georgetown. He played there for 2 years. And then he went. There was number 1 pick in the draft. Matter of fact, Virginia had 2 players, number 1 picks in the draft back-to-back years. Joe Smith that went to Maryland. Allen Iverson went to Georgetown. Now, in that area, it's kind of funny that I mention this now because you have a lot of guys in that area that seem to get in trouble with the law. Plexico Burris served 2 years in prison. You remember Plexico Burris? He ran the same area, the Tidewater area. He went to jail for 2 years.
Football player, right?
Huh?
He was a football player, right?
Yeah, he got the winning touchdown for the New York Giants in
08, right?
Not 08. Yep. 2008 or 2007. So they beat the undefeated Patriots, right?
Yeah. That's
Plexico Burris. Well, he got in trouble around that time. And then at the same time, when Plexico Burris got in trouble, the year before, Michael Vick went to prison for the dog fighting. So Michael Vick's from that same area as I.
Same area. I see what you're saying, bro.
So there's a whole lot of guys that come out of that area that was getting in trouble in that 15-year period between Iverson, because Iverson got in trouble in 93. And like I said, he won't ever play no damn basketball. He's supposed to be gone. But there was a whole lot of stuff that was going on in Hampton. They had a lot of fights and shit. It caused a lot of tension between black and white people down there because they were like, yo, what the fuck is a bowling alley fight between some teenagers and maybe a couple adults, but then they claim he hit a white girl in the head. That's what they say. I don't know.
I know that's some bullshit.
But from what they said, that they said maybe the white girl that was in there. I think the judge or something was close to the family or something. But that's why he got some time, probably. But they gave him 15 years for that. 10 suspended, which that means 5 years. He would have got out probably by 1998. But they was gonna stifle that career. But Governor Wilder did pardon him, and he went on to have a Hall of Fame career, even though he still some things happened in his career as far as the thing with his wife and the domestic violence case they had and all that. But yeah, it was a lot of times in the Tidewater area, a lot of guys, even Michael Vick's younger brother Marcus got in some trouble and went to prison too. So something is going on because that Tidewater area has a whole matter of fact, they got a whole big sports complex down there called the Boo Williams Sports Complex where a lot of guys go to get their skills honed, and they have a lot of AAU tournaments and stuff like that. And what's another matter of fact, Shaq knew this guy. Shaq, Shaq, you remember a cornerback named Dre Bly? He used to play for St. Louis Rams. I don't remember Dre Bly. Shaq might know who Dre Bly is.
That's weird though. That's weird, bro. That's not a coincidence. That's not a coincidence that people in that area, them athletes from that area, keep getting jammed up. Ain't no coincidence.
Dre Bly played for the St. Louis Rams in 1999, and he won the Super Bowl. And you got another guy from down there named Tyrod Taylor that's playing for the Jets. He went to Hampton. Tyrod Taylor was we had Ronald Curry that played for the 49ers. No, he played Raiders. He went to North Carolina. Now, Ronald Curry ain't getting no trouble or nothing like that. And just been some guys, but the big names like Iverson, Vick, and Plexico Bears, they all had some prison time or some things going on with the law. So
that's man, ain't no coincidence, man.
Yeah, but Iverson was convicted of maiming by mob. And as I said, maiming by mob, you don't have to be all you have to do is be a present. Is
that law still in play?
Yeah, it's still in play.
Wow.
Yes, it was a law that was instituted after the Civil War to protect black people from lynching. But the crazy part is they used it on him this time. You see the game they ran? So I just wanted to show you that. That's how the same thing with masks and stuff. They got a lot of laws on the books that ain't never even.
Yeah, I remember Dre Block played for the St. Louis Rams. He came from your area too.
Yeah, he got a field down there. He came
Dre Block?
Yeah, he got a field called Dre Block Field.
He can't guard him up. He can't guard him up.
No, he was like, yeah. He had a lot of interceptions though. He had like
Dre Block.
He got supposedly been playing with Champ Bailey, but Dre Block was good for a couple of years, maybe about 5 or 6 years. But Dre Block got a full field in there. People have if they're saying that Tyrod Taylor have stuff there all the time, man. Tyrod Taylor played for the Jets. Was playing, he back in Aaron Rodgers last year. He got Tyrod Taylor. They didn't have no legal troubles to my knowledge, but I told you Plexico, Iverson, and Vic all did some jail time. Oh, Michael Vick's brother did some jail time too. Marcus. Yeah. A lot of guys in that area, I told you, got into some. And then, Joe Smith a couple of years ago, I think he had the thing with his wife or something like that. Because I told you, 1995, Joe Smith was the number 1 pick. And then 1996, Iverson was the number 1 pick. That was back-to-back years. 2 guys from the same area around the same town got drafted number 1. Yeah, but that's how it went. So I just want to tell people, just showing you that, like the thing with Sonya Massey and the thing with Iverson, police and the law still do go after people. It happen all the time. Matter of fact, you know what? Frank, pull up the Fraternal Order of Police. Let's get to these guys.
Oh, yeah, that motherfuckers, man. I got a couple things. Who's fighting for you? The Fraternal Order of Police will always fight for our members. I'm gonna put on that shit.
Yeah, put it on.
That's amazing. These motherfuckers, shit is bullshit, bro. They're trying to make it seem like they don't give a fuck about.
The role of law enforcement in our society has never been more critical than now.
Yet, in the midst of uncertainty, we have thrived, unwavering in our commitment to stand guard on a fragile line between order and chaos in communities all across America. These challenging times before us have tested our character, yet we have not backed down. It has tested our perseverance, yet we're still here. It has tested our profession, yet we're still strong. We're FOP strong.
Fraternal Order of Police.
Fraternal Order of Police, the world's largest police union.
The largest, oldest law enforcement labor organization in the United States.
We stand stronger than ever before.
The vital role the FOP plays in serving, defending, and honoring our brave men and women every single day, every single night across this great nation. From the grassroots support of local lodges to state lodges working to keep our members safe.
Lodges? Oh. Lodges. That shit really is Masonic, dude.
Yep.
Well, see, that's my thing. How are you protecting people? If you see a motherfucker that's not a brother, most of the time you're gonna give him a hard time. But if you see a motherfucker that is a brother, you're gonna let him go, or you're gonna give him a pass. So how is that protecting people, bro? You mean you're protecting your brothers? See, that's they can't tell me they can't come at me with that shit because I'm gonna eat them up. That's some selfish shit, bro. That's motherfuckers don't give a fuck about the rest of everybody. They give a fuck about them. Like Cliver said, oh, well, as long as me and my family good, we good.
Peer support teams, memorial teams, legal defense, to our national lodge, giving us a voice in Washington. The importance of the FOP has never been more important to our profession.
The time for courageous leadership in our profession has never been more imperative.
When someone wants the opinion of law enforcement in this country, they're coming to the rightful place, the Fraternal Order of Police. We are that powerhouse because we stand up for our members. We are defending the hardworking men and women of law enforcement from every dirtbag who seeks to demonize and denigrate our profession.
So somebody see that doesn't sound like you serving the people. It sounds like that sounded kind of personal. That sounded kind of crazy. So if somebody says something about your profession, you gonna they're a dirtbag?
Thing we've been through, all the attacks, ambushes, challenges, pandemic, riots, we are still here, remain standing the line.
And it's us speaking.
All that stuff that he just said was all man-made, bro. Riot, pandemic, that was all man-made. So they're trying to make it seem like they want us to give them kudos and shit. That shit is all you're part of the shit. You're part of the psyops and shit. And you're gonna say that you did something. You're part of the government. You're part of the psyop.
Hey, Chak. Let me say something, Chak, right quick. Hey, Chak. Actually, that thing Dre Bly Field has actually been taken down. I think they closed it because they made some new apartments on the site. So he coaches. He's the assistant head coach of this defensive backs for the New York Jets now, but he had the field down there. So I know he used to have a field at Virginia Beach, but they closed it, shut it down to make some apartments. So that blew up in smoke. But yeah, okay. That's another thing. They're shutting down a gym. So let me say that very quick, Frank. They shutting down a gym here up the street. The gym ain't nothing but $10 a month. And they're going to shut it down in 90 days and then we make some new apartments, 450 units. Wow. Crazy shit, ain't it?
Fuck people's health and shit,
Hey, man, that's how it go, man. But, yeah, go ahead and continue about the Fraternal Order Police.
See, that's why I don't. That's why I don't. I mean, I don't know, bro. There's no, like Chak was saying, there's no such thing as good cops, bro. This shit is all a big fucking Masonic fucking force, bro. That's why they do. That's another reason why they do people like that. They know they're gonna get away with it. They know they got big ass Masonic motherfucking what's the name behind them. See, they're Masonic and they're a union at the same time. But their union is not really a union. It's just they're just Mason. It's just the what's the name. So that's interesting.
The FOP, the rightful voice for law enforcement.
And we will continue to do so.
Now pull up correction officer. Correction officer strike in New York.
That's you already know why they did. That's because of Robert Brooks. That's why that's a cover up right there.
What they up in New York?
Hell yeah, that's because of Robert Brooks. That's why they doing that.
Yeah, pull that up.
What a coincidence that they just happen to charge some of these motherfuckers, and all of a sudden, right after that, they doing a strike. Come on, man. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, they doing a big strike. Talking about they gonna start firing some officers too, obviously, I guess, man.
I did a little show on. I did a little report. I reported on this shit, man. These motherfuckers, man. White, mostly 90% of these motherfuckers white too. Wow, what a coincidence.
But despite the continued pleas from docs and the possible punishments looming overhead, many corrections officers are still on strike. They're protesting what they call unsafe working conditions that haven't been properly addressed. NBC5's Benny Nazai brings us the latest developments from Dannemora.
Corrections officers united more than ever, even in the most frigid temperatures.
There's still quite a few people out here. Today they're fighting the weather.
A large crowd outside Clinton Correctional Facility in Dannemora Sunday, marking day 14 of COs on strike, pushing for a safer working environment inside New York prisons. It comes as the state and the union representing COs came to an agreement this week after several days of mediation.
You know what?
This resolution is
let me say something real quick. You know how full of shit bullshit this is? Wait, weren't we just talking about the inmate safety? Didn't one of them just get beat up to a fucking bloody pulp? So why are they talking about their safety? This is a narrative shift like a motherfucker, bro. That's a deflection tactic like a bitch. So now we're not fuck the inmate safety. Now we're talking about the correctional officer safety. Okay, right. We how do they say shift the goalposts, change the goalposts? Let's go. All right.
We want to continue addressing.
Look at this fake ass bitch right here, bro.
Addressing systemic issues and make sure that the entire environment is safe for everyone involved and protect the staff and incarcerated individuals.
The agreement would limit mandatory overtime, suspend the HALT Act for 90 days with a reevaluation of the law in 30 days, and consider screening mail that enters the facilities. But officers say the agreement doesn't fully address their concerns.
Wait. You don't screen the mail already? Wait. What? Wait. They don't screen the mail? Did they just say... BJ, they don't screen the mail. They just said that, huh? How do you not screen the mail, bro?
It's kind of weird.
Shut up, man. Let me shut up.
Here, they believe it definitely did not go far enough to meet what they feel would require them to go back into work in the facility.
The consent award also stated that the Department of Corrections would not take any disciplinary actions against members who are striking as long as they return to work by Saturday, March 1st. Nyskoba says that it'll be up to each individual who currently is refusing to work to decide whether to return to work or risk termination, potential fines, and possible arrest for violating court order. While the the COs on strike are concerned about what could happen, they're still fighting for what they believe in.
They're all worried about the repercussions. They're all worried about what they could possibly lose, but they're willing to stick it out. Like I say, they've had enough of it and they can't take any more.
Which is why their message to the state is plain and simple.
If it comes down to the fact where the governor decides to fire everybody, then they'll find jobs. There's work out there, but she won't be able to run these prisons.
In Dannemora, Benny Nazai, NBC5 News.
They know they help each other out. They like, there's work out there. They know their whiteness to get their ass a job quick. You know what I'm saying? All right. Yeah, that's a shift. That's a shift in the goalpost, bro. But does that make sense what I'm saying? So it's not about our safety. It's about that you know, Robert Brooks just got killed in one of the motherfuckers. So they're taking the narrative of people's the correct. I mean the prisoner safety, and they're putting it on them. You see how is it just me or what? How do you not motherfucking sort the? How do you not screen the mail, bro? BJ, you didn't work with that, man. Does that even sound right? So I don't see how these motherfuckers ain't millionaires inside these prisons, man. I don't see how these motherfuckers aren't like Scarface up in there, dude. I don't see how they're not millionaires. If my mail's not getting screened, dude, I'm having motherfuckers bring me all types of shit through that motherfucker. Boy, that shit sound like corrupt. It sounds corrupt, dude. That's what it sounds like to me.
Sound kind of crazy, though.
You can't go to the boss. You can't. It said when people act up, they have no protection.
Okay.
Oh, they're saying. Oh, I see what you're saying, Doc Boss. Yeah, because you'd have been in New York. You'd have been upstate. Also, that's what they're saying. But it is. I think it is a shift of narrative. It's crazy how they bring this up right during the Robert Brooks shit on the same time. You see what I'm saying, y'all? I mean, I see where you're going at, Doc Boss, but like right now, this is like the perfect time to be talking about that. These white motherfuckers are pretty clever, man, to be honest with you. Once they get with the media, they get the media involved. They got the narrative. You see what I'm saying? You feel me, BJ?
Mm-hmm. And they forced the war. Yep, and they work. That's another thing.
Yo.
Yeah, they said they were forced to work 24 hours and have no time to spend with their families.
Yeah.
That was another thing that was going on.
What was that?
They're forced to work 24 hours.
Okay, my bad. I don't know why my sound be doing that. You said, the long kid. Because it's the overtime. They had some. I mean, I feel you, but it's just like, I just think it's a kind of a weird timing, though. You know what
I'm
saying? Against my window.
And they forced to work 24 hours. No time spent with the family.
All right, pull up the measles. Pull up measles.
White motherfucking people, I tell you. You said measles?
Yep. Measles out.
Is that Shaq? You can't stay in the rain, Shaq?
Boy. Can't stand the rain. Yeah, man.
A measles outbreak in a rural area of West Texas has now grown to nearly 150 cases, the state's largest outbreak in nearly 30 years. And this week, an unvaccinated child in Lubbock died from the disease, the first measles death in the U.S. since 2015. With more, we are joined once again by Dr. Ann Ramoyne, professor of epidemiology at the UCLA Fielding School of Public Health. Dr. Ann, good to see you as always. We are seeing this now fatal outbreak in Texas. There have been multiple measles cases reported in New Jersey, Georgia, New Mexico, Alaska, and here in California, including an OC infant this week. Is there reason to worry?
Well, thank you for having me and talking about this very important topic.
Bro,
Measles is among the most contagious virus.
with OC, that means Orange County, right? That's out here where I stay. I never heard about no motherfucking nobody gets no fucking measles out here, man. Especially no baby. I never heard of it. I'm sorry. I was just at the hospital like 2 weeks ago. They're full of shit. You know what I'm saying? Well, I wasn't at the hospital for myself, but they're full of it, man. I never heard of it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I just got to clear that up.
Virus is known to man, and it is so contagious. For example, it can hang around in the room after someone has left for up to 2 hours. So that just gives you an idea of how quickly this virus.
What kind of conditions can it last in? Cold conditions, hot conditions? What kind of conditions can this shit last in? What kind of conditions kill it? Cold, hot. You see how they don't tell you? They just scare you. Oh shit! They don't tell you no preventative measures. They don't tell you none of that shit. Let's go.
Virus can spread and how easily it's spread. And so that's why this is very concerning. It's also concerning because this virus can have a lot of severe complications. It's not just about if you get measles. If you survive measles, which most people do, there's this thing called immune amnesia, which means that it can actually affect your ability to have immunity to other viruses, other things that you've already had.
Yeah, right, bro. Have you, dude? I wish Dawson was on right now, bro. What is this? This fucking symbiote from fucking Spider-Man? How come? Okay, if that was how come the what's the name? The Rona? Why? How come that isn't? Why? Since that is a what's the name? A respiratory. Since that is SARS, just like the, you know what else the FLU is. Why doesn't? How come you can't? Why does that? How come that doesn't keep you immune from every other? Why? I mean, why would that not? Why would that make it to where, you know what I'm saying, you're easily not immune to these other diseases like this supposedly measles is? Like, come on, I never heard of that. I guess maybe I don't know. Maybe I don't know. It's like, come on, dude. It just sounds like another fear mongering thing to me.
So you're starting back at ground zero, and that's really difficult.
Ground zero? That was interesting.
For children in particular.
Well, let's take a step back because I'm sure people are looking at those images with the spots and wondering what exactly those are, what exactly measles is, and then what steps viewers can take at home to avoid contracting the disease.
So measles is generally considered a respiratory infection, which is confusing to people sometimes, I think, because they think about this rash, which is also important.
This is
you have high fever, cough, runny nose, you can have red eyes, and this very distinctive red rash that starts in the face and spreads downward. The way you can prevent measles, the most effective way is to get vaccinated.
Can I say something? Why is that the only solution to these people? There's nothing else. There's nothing organic you could take, or no? Why is that the only thing? It's advertisement, baby. BJ, it's advertisement.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is, bro. This is a commercial, bro.
This vaccine is very safe, very effective. One dose gives you about 93% protection against the virus, and the 2 full doses give you up to 97%.
I'm not the best at math. I sucked at math. I was horrible at it. Really not good. I really suck at it. I still to this day. So how does a half dose give you 93% and a full dose give you 97%? So the full dose gives you 4% more than the half dose. I mean, will leave you 4% more covered than the other dose. Vita, what do you think about that?
Sound like some BS.
Then the half a dose, I would see if she said 50%, 55%. She said 93% to 97%. Damn, dude. So how come it's not 100%? And how long have they been testing this thing, this vaccine?
protection. So it is the most effective way to avoid getting this virus.
New HHS Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. said this week his department is monitoring the situation, but called it, quote, not unusual, saying there have been 4 measles outbreaks in the U.S. this year, 16 last year. What do you make of that comment? Is there any truth to what he's saying?
Well, it's accurate that the U.S. does experience more and more measles outbreaks every year. However, this situation is not normal. It's particularly concerning because of its scope and its severity. As you've mentioned, you're already seeing 145 cases in Texas, 160 cases nationally. I think the key, a death, which we've not seen since 2015. So while we usually have several outbreaks a year, this outbreak that we're seeing is very large, much larger than what we normally consider 2 or 3 cases at a time. So yes, I think that this is something that is, while regularly occurring, very different in terms of scope and severity.
Well, finally, real quickly before we let you go, you're director of UCLA's Center for Global and Immigrant Health. And this week, the U.S. canceled several contracts through USAID. So what's your take on this funding battle and what impact could it have?
Well, I mean, listen, USAID funds are essential for early warning systems, disease surveillance, vaccination programs, food security efforts. This is all critical stuff. And tonight we're talking about measles, but we've also talked about recently avian influenza in the US and globally, Ebola in Uganda, unidentified outbreaks of something we don't know what it is in the Congo, where I work. And reducing USAID's capacity means reduced situational awareness, and we can help infrastructure globally. So we live in an
It sounds like a commercial. It sounds like 2 commercials. One for for a jab, and the other for USAID. Damn. We're advertising over here. We're campaigning. Damn, I see what this is doing and shit. Trump's fucking up. Oh, Trump's fucking up. Y'all gotta rethink this. That's what they on right now. If you take away USAID, this is gonna take away for the funding for research internationally. But nigga, y'all done already made the motherfucking jab up already. Why we need more research? You're not talking about research. Uh-huh. That's a good point. Was that a good point or what?
Yeah. Yep. Now pull this up.
Mm-hmm.
Because they mentioned RFK Jr., right?
Mm-hmm.
RFK Jr. told you he was against the MMR vaccine. Now he's saying that's an option to get it.
Right.
Pull it up. RFK Jr.
Over here.
Vaccine.
That's already.
When a school-age child died of the measles in West Texas last week, HHS Secretary RFK Jr. downplayed the outbreak, calling it, quote, not
fair use under 1976 Copyright Act, Section 107. Allowance is made for us to report on this video for commentary and educational purposes.
unusual. Never mind the fact that no one had died of measles in the United States in a decade. Since then, though, the past week, cases are continuing to pile up, including in New Jersey.
Every 10 years, baby. Every 10 years.
Jersey. And now RFK Jr. is amending himself ever so slightly, writing in a Fox News op-ed, quote, "This situation has escalated rapidly," and adding, quote, "All parents should consult with their healthcare providers to understand their options to get the MMR vaccine." Joining us now is senior scholar at Johns Hopkins Center for Health Security, Dr. Amish Adalja. All right. Amish Adalja, I'm sorry. Measles vaccine. Can you say what RFK is refusing to say?
The measles vaccine is the solution to this outbreak, and RFK Jr. is kind of going around that. He's not really giving it a full-throated defense. He's giving it a very kind of anemic, kind of perfunctory type of position on it when he should be doing what, for example, Trump's first HHS Secretary Alex Azar did during the first administration, where it was a very full-throated, very aggressive defense saying, this is the solution, this is the way out of this is why the outbreak occurred, but you're not really seeing that. And I think it's what you'd expect.
Why not?
I think it's because he's shown who he is for the last several decades. We know that he's an anti-vaccine activist. We know he is aligned with people who have said that the MMR vaccine causes autism. He wouldn't even disavow that during his confirmation hearings. He wants to make a statue to Andrew Wakefield, who was the guy who made that false statement. So this isn't somebody who actually believes in what he's writing there. I think he's written it maybe for political reasons. And that's what you're getting, is that kind of a response. That's what you would expect from someone like that.
So when you hear measles, you think, oh God, it's going to be something like the chicken pox. I'll get over it. I'll be fine if I get it. Or, most kids will be fine. Or if they survive it, then they'll be fine. There's some new literature out there, new studies that show that the measles does something that has longer term ramifications. Can you explain?
So the measles virus doesn't just cause a rash and a runny nose and red eyes. It actually affects your immune system. It actually deletes some of the memory that you have to other pathogens, other infectious disease. So after you get measles, your immune system is kind of crippled, hobbled for some time when it responds to any other type of infectious disease. So this is not something you want.
So it means like when you're a kid, you're building up a giant immunity, a set of immunities from all of the various viruses that you pick up in elementary school and you pick up in daycare and whatnot. And so if you get the measles and you survive it and you're 16 years old and you come across a pathogen that you would normally be able to overcome pretty easily, are you suddenly struggling?
Yes, your immune system, your immune response is blunted now. It's been sort of taken a couple steps back because of what measles has done. It's deleted. It literally deletes and kills certain cells that would be there to respond to those infections.
Okay, so remind us again, if you want to get the measles shot, you haven't yet gotten one, what is the normal schedule for measles shots?
So usually children get measles, the vaccine, between 12 and 15 months, and then again around 5 to 7 years of age. You can sort of adjust that a little bit. They're not ironclad, but those are the times when people get vaccinated.
How can you adjust it? Say you have a 3-year-old or a 4-year-old and you want to get them that second shot to build that immunity.
You can call the pediatrician and get it early. They can move it up. It's not really that big of a deal if they get it when they're age 4 or age 5. And certainly if you're living in an outbreak area, it might make sense to have the added protection. And remember, there's a bunch.
Yeah. All right, man. He telling a damn lie because RFK Jr. actually in the hearing said that he wasn't going against the childhood vaccination schedule. So he telling a damn lie. But actually, he said they keep on talking about anti-vaxxer. The man in the CRISPR technology, so he ain't anti-vax.
Facts. Facts. Exactly. So you see, it's some bullshit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Some bullshit, man. It's some T-top hot potato shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's why I be trying to I don't trust none of these dudes, man. None of these dudes. I don't trust none of them, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't trust none of them at all. You know what I'm saying? None of them, all of them are full of it. They're all billions and billionaires. You know what I'm saying? They're all playing a role. It's just really, honestly, it's only been a month since this dude has been in here in the office, and it seems like really theatrical. Everything seems like a big ass play. You know what I'm saying? Already, and it's like, damn, this is weird. It's only been a month, and we're already getting some Romeo and Juliet types. Some look, some old motherfucking Hamlet type shit, bro. Man, I'm like, bro, you know what I mean? So, none of these people have our best interests at heart. It's just, no matter who gets in there, there's a potential plan anyway that all of them have to play out. You know what I'm saying? All of them have to play that shit out. They all have to fucking play it off. You see what I'm saying? And make it seem like, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? They all have to make it seem like, well, we don't, like there's just some negotiation stuff when it's really not. You know what I mean? All this shit is just been ushered in no matter who was going to be. Even if Kamala was in there, this same type of shit would be going on. They would, the invest in AI, these fucking oligarchs and these billionaire motherfuckers. You see what I'm saying? Be getting all the contracts and shit. There might not have been an Elon Musk, but there'd have been somebody else, you know what I'm saying? There'd have been BlackRock or somebody that would have been getting, you see what I'm saying? because they donated a lot to her campaign too. So I think it's all the same, and like this lets you know that this is all like pre-planned and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because remember they had the agenda 2020, right? And then they had to change this shit. Now it's agenda 2030. You see what I'm saying? It's like all this shit is, you know what I mean? Just like they got rid of the George Guidestones, but at the same time, you see what I'm saying? Everything's still written there. He's still following what was already written on that motherfucker. You see what I'm saying?
Pull up measles and Merck.
Okay. You want to type it in?
Yeah, measles and Merck.
Yeah, you're right, Dr. Boss. You're right. When you find out where they're getting their money from, yeah, you know what they're all about. That is true. That is so fucking true. So, Mark.
I told you look up the number one countries where measles. You know what I mean? Oh, where my egg rolls at? Damn.
You said we're number one country where the measles what happened?
I say look up what countries where the measles major outbreaks of measles.
Got you.
Man, one was like put my damn shit in there.
What would you say, BJ? You said measles and what?
Yeah, what's up?
Dawson, what up? What up?
What's the word, my good brother?
Put up Merck and measles.
What's the word? Measles is the word.
Yeah. That's why I keep on saying I don't know why the news media brought that up, because I said he just came out and told you to get the MMR vaccine possibly, but Merck is the one who got the measles vaccine. Merck.
So, do you spell it M-E-R-K? Merck or
M-E-R-C-K?
Oh, we got some old 5 years ago. You want some new, something recent? Okay.
Yeah,
Louisiana.
Some old.
on it.
All right, so this is from 10 years ago.
That's fine. They still got the contract on it, so it don't matter.
After last month's massive solar flare added a 25th hour to the day, businesses are wondering what should we do.
I'm thinking company-wide power.
Anything can change the world of work. From HR to payroll, ADP designs for the next anything.
First, how did Merck become the country's sole supplier of these measles vaccines, and is that a problem?
Well, is it a problem?
This is 10 years ago, too, by the way. They were talking about this shit. 10 years. Didn't I just say 10 years? Didn't I say every 10 years? Didn't I just say that?
Talk to, and I'll get to that in a sec. But Merck became the sole supplier because the vaccine market is highly concentrated. It's incredibly expensive to make vaccines. It takes a lot of time to go through all the testing process.
That's why they don't make them, and they say they do, right? That's why they make them so fast. That's why they make them so quick. You notice that? Because they're not really making them.
That's it. Procedures. So Merck was the first to the table. They developed a vaccine, got approval. They got government contracts, and they essentially monopolized the market. I talked to Patricia Danzin, though, at Wharton yesterday. She said that's not surprising. She doesn't think it's a problem. Merck is able to offer this vaccine at a reasonable price, and that tends to discourage competition because they don't have an incentive, as big of an incentive, to enter the market. So right now, Merck is the only supplier of this vaccine in the U.S., and they make $1.4 billion on the measles vaccine every year. Most of that is made in the U.S., and, you know, it's a drop in the bucket for Merck, but a $1 billion market is not a bad thing to dominate.
Shelby, statistics show more and more parents are expressing concerns about the Merck vaccine, about measles in particular. Could Merck perhaps lose dominance here in the United States?
Well, the anti-vaxxer movement, this trending movement, has been around for a while. It's the expert I talked to yesterday said it's because measles is spreading. That's why these voices are being amplified. So she doesn't necessarily see the voices.
That's spreading amongst who though? Amongst what population?
It's been there. What could be?
They're being too vague, man. That's what I'm saying. Y'all got this damn data. Give us the damn data. Up on what populations is it being spread amongst? And when did you first start tracking this data?
That's what I was saying earlier.
I told you, pull it up. Pull up where the most outbreaks of measles come from, Frank. Put it on the screen, bro. When you get a chance, once this video get done.
All right, for sure.
Merck misled the U.S. government about the effectiveness of the particularly in this MMR vaccine, the mumps efficacy. So that could take a few years to figure out. It's basically a thorn in Merck's side. What really poses a threat is GlaxoSmithKline they already have a similar MMR vaccine. It vaccinates for measles. They've already developed it. It's being used in Europe. They've been testing it in the U.S., and they told me yesterday in an email that they plan to apply for a license here in the U.S. I talked to a former CDC official yesterday. He said that will definitely spread out the market share because the CDC wants multiple suppliers, not only for leverage, but because it helps ensure that you have the supply. It's safety, supply safety. So that could definitely take away their market share here in the U.S.
And you've been talking to us the past couple of days. There was that outbreak in Arizona near the site of the Super Bowl.
Yes.
There's one in Amish country in Ohio. There's another one at Disneyland. So something that our public health officials watching closely.
Yes.
Shelby Holiday.
Disneyland. Damn, nigga, shit loud. Disneyland. Come on, man. These niggas, bro. You know how many people are gonna get that shit? They got that shit in the theme park, bro. They're doing all this shit.
That's the whole point. That's the whole point, Frank. Because it's a major tourist spot.
Exactly, bro. I'm like, come on,
it's a major tourist attraction.
Die Hard with a Vengeance type shit, bro. Like some movie shit, like. You know what I'm saying?
These motherfuckers is 12 past motherfucking got diabolical, bro. They motherfuckers is I don't even know the words.
That's man. Okay, so countries. Hold on. I think I'm gonna have to type this up on hold on. On this Google shit, man. Okay, hold up. Bam. Right, so you got, hold up, let me see this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers playing with us, man. Okay, as of 2023, measles is most prevalent in the following countries: Democratic Republic of Congo, Liberia, Madagascar, Somalia, Ukraine, and then Europe, Russia, Ukraine, Kazakhstan, Italy, Romania, and Asia, India, Yemen. How's Ethiopia in Asia, bro? Why is that under Asia? Yemen, Ethiopia, Pakistan, and Iraq. Middle East, so quote unquote Middle East. Afghanistan, Syria, Turkey, and Saudi Arabia. What? But see, now they get. Damn, why are they not talking about these countries though? Why are they talking about America? Is Latino? Damn, he said the only ones I see that have that is Latinos. You talking about the measles? They didn't mention no Latin countries like that, huh? Notice that? Because the Latin countries are close to here, huh? This shit is a side. This shit, dude. This shit. I smell another jab coming, man.
Okay. Now type in there top 10 countries with the most measles outbreaks. Or top 5 countries with the most measles outbreaks. See what it say.
Let me see. Top 10 countries. Let me see.
Dawson, what you think? Oh, she just dropped one.
Okay. Top 10 countries with the highest measles outbreaks.
Yep.
Global measles, the countries that grow. Hold on, man. Where's major measles outbreak? Talking about Texas. Texas? I'm talking about countries. I ain't they're pushing some agenda. They're pushing this agenda, bro. I see what they're doing and shit. Because you could change this shit and you could put whatever stats and shit on Google or all this shit. You know what I'm saying? To keep up with this narrative, today's narrative. You know what I'm saying? You just change whatever information, you know what I'm saying? To go with the narrative. Does that make sense? What I'm saying?
Yep.
Okay, measles cases are rising. What the fuck is this? November 2024. Cases measles worldwide in 2023. But you didn't really hear Biden and them talk about this shit. They didn't really talk about this shit when he was in there.
Well,
but this shit was supposed to be going on since 2023.
They did talk about it, but see, Pfizer kind of ran its course, right? So now they're using Merck always had the measles vaccines. This ain't nothing but what I'm saying. They Pfizer running this course, so now they're going to Zoetis and other companies. I tell you, they got 400 new vaccines they working on making, man. Yeah, they got a lot of vaccines they working on making around the world. So Pfizer had this day, and now somebody else gonna get it. It's gonna be the same thing.
Right. You say everybody gets a piece.
Yeah, everybody get pieces of pie, man.
So she said, so Pfizer's in on it now, right? You're gonna hear about what's the name soon. What's the other one? Johnson & Johnson. You're gonna hear about the other one.
You know, what up, Dark Boss? I just got you. Well, it just popped up. I think you sent me. Warren Buffett breaks his silence on Trump's planned tariffs. Tariffs act of war.
Let me pull that up real quick.
Yeah, did he send it to you? Yeah, okay, yeah, pull it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you hear these crackers, you're gonna hear these crackers banging on each other. White on white crime. They call it World War. They call it World War. White on white motherfuckers go.
Exactly.
And they got beef with each other.
You see that? They don't minimize it to a statistic like they do with us. Minimize that shit to a statistic.
Look, these motherfuckers, they go to war. The fact that they got a motherfucking ship people to other countries and shit. Gaza, Ukraine, they got a ship niggas. They just throw the whole area where they do shit. You know what I'm talking about? No, you got two motherfuckers on some black and black crime.
And that turns into a stereotype.
I told you they gave Israel some more money and weapons the other day. They said they cutting off the military aid to Ukraine for right now, but they give it. I said, look, I was laughing at it because I said, wait a minute, man. All they gonna do is give. Now check this out. They already talk about Israel what it is. Israel is the financial arm of most of these countries, right? That's what it is, if they really want to be honest. That's why they give them money, and Israel can backdoor to the other countries. That's what they're not telling you. That's the funny part.
Something like a middleman. I thought it was well, they probably all
Yeah.
rolling.
They just dropped some. I think they just dropped some strikes on Syria yesterday. Come think about something like they were planning to.
We distracted.
Yeah.
Is this the Ides of March? This month is the Ides of March, right? You're gonna see a lot of shit go down. The Ides of March.
St. Patrick's Day coming up, man.
You're gonna see a lot of shit, man. I'm telling you.
St. Patrick's Day coming up, man.
322, Skull and Bones, baby.
St. Patrick was a massacre, right?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. You got these motherfuckers up for celebrating motherfucking massacre. Damn, bro. Deep, man.
Tradition, we call it tradition. What else we call it? Ritualistic.
For sure. Paganism.
That ain't good. Ain't good. Oh yeah, my bad. I didn't pull up. My bad. Warren Buffett. My bad. It's right here. Got the
I can't see the chat though. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man.
He got an agreement from our neighbors to do more on the border. That's what he
to
wanted,
do
and he got it.
exactly what they have
I mean,
already
I understand
been
you're
doing.
the minister of propaganda tonight, but you don't have to be. You could just say, "Hey, all's well that ends well." Here, come on.
If you don't know that these countries are committing to do exactly what they have already been doing, either you haven't done your homework or you think the American people are idiots. Because again, they're doing
Or option
exactly
three, or
what
option.
They're not just doing what they want. They're doing what they want because America's letting them do what they want. They're working with them on letting them do what they want because they're getting from letting them do what they want from America. That makes sense?
The promises on the table are 200 some odd executive actions, an attempt to get rid of birthright citizenship, an attempt.
Why do black people be pushing?
Wait a minute.
Oh, my bad. She's an immigrant. What were you gonna say?
What they got to do with the aqua water?
You said with what?
You playing a video? I think they just in an article.
Oh, is this the wrong one?
I'm not.
Yeah, it's supposed to be an article. I don't know if the article got a video inside the article, but it's supposed to be like an article.
Trump planned terrorist act of war.
Yeah.
Plans Trump planned act
to do mass.
You know, you're right. Let me see. Warren Buffett broke his silence. President Trump's trade politics, comparing planned tariffs on Canada and Mexico to act of war. The advisor behind Berkshire Hathaway, which is the largest business insurance, railroad, manufacturing, energy, and retail, spoke before the president and moved forward and implement 25% tariffs on Canada and Mexico and 20% on China as of midnight Tuesday. Actually, we had a lot of experience with these tariffs, Buffett said during the interview with CBS News for documentary Kathleen Graham, the late Washington Post publisher. Canada and Mexico threatened to respond to their own taxes before Trump paused his decision before the levies last month. Experts have warned that the tariffs could reheat inflation, particularly impacting the automotive industry. Of course it is, because the fucking parts come from these countries. Sending prices for new cars soaring as much as $12,000. What are you talking about? They're already new cars. $12,000 more than damn. Buffett and 94-year-old Oracle Seaman agree during NBC News sit down over time in the tax.
Let me intervene in that right quick.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
Some of that could be true, but you know why the price of clouds go up? Really? Because people don't negotiate with these car dealers, and car dealers always been able to sell cars higher for what they could be because when people want a new car, they just gonna go buy it anyway. Don't matter what the price is. Just telling you, they pay more for the car they really wanted. Just telling you. They'll tell you the lot. This the only one we got left, and they'll make you pay more to get it. So
yeah, that is true. They be swindling, man.
Yeah,
that is true.
I don't know good car sales, but
you're right.
All right.
Buffett, I decline to comment on the current state of the economy. Well, I think that's the most interesting subject in the world, but I won't talk. I can't talk about it though. Really can't. Buffett said, "Why can't you?" I don't want to hear nothing from no rich, right, billionaire motherfucker. Come on, bro. Any motherfucker. Y'all motherfuckers don't got our best interests. They're just gonna lie and shit and bullshit.
I think they said the stocks might be coming down soon. Might have a crash too. But that's how it always goes.
These motherfuckers, man, it's just
look here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know nothing about the stock market. I ain't never invested in it. But I can tell you for a fact, it's got to come down because we're going into a goddamn recession. It's going to be a crash. Duh. It's going to be a crash in stocks. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If people losing their jobs, certain amount of people losing their jobs and stuff, you know, a lot of people ain't gonna be and these companies and stuff going out of business and stuff. So who gonna be the investors? Who's gonna constantly be investing in stock? See, you don't have to go to college and all this shit to learn just to study shit and learn if you're conscious, pay attention. All these businesses and stuff is going out of business and stuff, man.
Anyway,
people losing their jobs and stuff, you know. Unless, like you said, and this is what they're trying to do. They're trying to recalibrate. They're trying their best to recalibrate let me see. How can I put it? They're pretty much messing with the numbers, right? With trying to balance off the so-called debt toll compared to the revenue. You know what I'm saying? GDP, all that stuff. They trying to go in there and move shit around so they can get themselves more time, you know what I'm saying, to play with these numbers and shit. Pretty much, you know what I'm saying? It's called it's called recycled capital. That's all they're doing, trying to recycle capital, finding ways to recycle capital. Now, I said this once before. That if we so far going into like a depression or some shit, why are you playing athletes $40 million a year? Don't you think they should get in? Why they pay don't get cut?
My bad.
Why they pay don't get cut, Bernard?
Oh.
You got a point.
I mean, if you really want to extract some funds and money, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. I don't know. How does they pay calculate into the economy anyway, to the GDP? Maybe they don't. Maybe it don't. So maybe I'm barking up the wrong tree with that one. You know. But you had to see this coming. No matter what administration come in, you had to see the way things was going that this coming. Because what money this new Green Deal? What money did they spend on it? What is the Green New Deal in? What is that?
Well, that was Great New Deal, FDR, right? Oh no, the New Deal. That was you said the Great New Deal?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wasn't that
the Green New Deal?
Was that wasn't Jimmy Carter? What? No,
that wasn't Jimmy Carter. That was
Democrats, Biden pushing that shit.
Yeah, Biden them, huh?
Yeah, they're pushing the Green New Deal. So I'm saying in infrastructure. So what? So now I gotta ask the question.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to tear down to rebuild, huh? You got to destroy something, destruct something to reconstruct it. Correct?
See what you're saying.
Oh, Oh, we got wildfires over here in South Carolina by Murray Beach.
Right.
Oh, California is burning.
Right.
Oh, we got floods down here in Florida. You know what I'm saying? Over these places, Georgia, places. Huh? All these planes falling out there. All these trains falling off the track. Oh, all the bridges just crumbling. Oh my God. Destruction for the reconstruction. Huh? Huh?
Good point.
Now, here's the thing about the Green New Deal. Because if you really look at it, that guy Lutnick, who is the Secretary of the Treasury, actually is an ESG guy. So he's into that environmental, social, Green New Deal. Matter of fact, Green New Deal also had stuff to do with like solar and stuff like that. So solar panels, all this other stuff. But
them windmills out there, because I remember Trump was talking about those windmills. All the money spent on them damn windmills out there in like those swamplands and stuff.
Now Trump and them try to act against, like they're against it, but they're really not. Because as a matter of fact, if you look at the way these new suburbs coming and stuff like that, one of the things in this infrastructure thing, if you realize they've been building a lot of apartments, like I told you down here, they got a gym where they about to move. I think the gym like $10 a month. They about to move it, and they're gonna tear that gym down in 90 days and make 450 apartments. So Green New Deal got some things to do with zoning and things like that too.
Yeah, like you said, just like implementing the technology into these homes, into these apartments and stuff, man. Smart apartments and stuff where you can access the stuff from your app and stuff. You can unlock your doors and lock your doors and check on your security system through your app, through your cell phone and stuff. Keyless entry. Who ever thought that you would have keyless entry on your home? I didn't know that you could. I knew it was coming.
I know, but if you look at it, well, he's saying, well, Doc Ball saying Trump said it was dead, but actually, to tell you the truth, that ain't true because Elon Musk is a Green New Deal type of guy. That's his front because Elon Musk is.
So what's dead? The Green New Deal?
Yeah, Elon Musk is for a carbon tax. So
well, it probably ain't. It's probably going to be put on hold while he's in administration. Like it's not going to probably be funded at the level that they probably was trying to fund it and push it. Yeah, they're not. They move full steam ahead with this technology and this AI stuff, bro. Like,
it's carbon because Elon Musk is for carbon tax. So, as a matter of fact, one of the things that Trump did in his first right at the Super Bowl was he said that they don't want to make pennies no more. Well, pennies are copper. So if you're getting rid of the copper, that's basically a backdoor for Green New Deal right there. Because the copper thing you need to live. You need copper. That's right. Copper is you.
Stay the hell right there. Frank, look up when did they take copper pipings and stuff? When did they change the pipings and stuff from copper to steel, iron, or whatever? I don't know the proper way to look that up. And the copper wire, they took out these houses and stuff. And we wired these houses and stuff. See what I'm saying? Because guess what? What I've been saying, you are the current. We were the current. They trying to move past us. That's what they trying to do, move past us. Hey. Yo. Copper is such a major key, especially. I don't know about these other genetic makeup people, but us as the carbon beings, that's very essential to our makeup. But it is essential.
My bad. It's in the mid 1960s, due to high copper prices, some homes were wired with aluminum wires instead of copper. But practice largely ended up in the early 1970s as concerns with with the safety of aluminum wiring rose, leading most homes to return using the primary copper wiring once again, meaning the replacement period Probably during the 1960s and 70s.
Okay, I wonder when they did the pipes too, because they changed some pipe. They started to change the plumbing pipes over too. I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Let me see.
I don't know when they. Maybe that's earlier. And also
the 80s and 90s.
80s and 90s. Okay, so what was going on in 1952, 53, Bernard? Was it a flu? Asian flu, swine flu, something around it? What, 1954, 1956? Asian flu?
Oh, Asian flu.
You get where I'm going?
Got you.
Because even with them taking down, remember with the lead in the paint and stuff in the houses and stuff. Remember they started taking the lead, they claimed they were supposed to.
Oh yeah.
With the lead painting and stuff, kids was getting, you know what I'm saying, stuff with lead painting and stuff. But they didn't tell you that the lead painting also blocked out a lot of motherfucking radio waves, a lot of what I'm saying, a lot of radiation. But also blocked out a lot of radiation. So they had to get rid of that in order for them to implement and introduce you into this cyber world, what we call the internet, World Wide Web. Ultimately leading up into advanced AI. Y'all call it artificial intelligence. I call it advanced intelligence.
Well, the thing I said that, well, Elon Musk, he came out and said he wanted the carbon tax years ago. Now he did say he might not be trying to impose it, but he did say he wanted a carbon tax. Well, a carbon tax is a carbon tax on you because you are the carbon. So
yeah, and if they cut down the trees, right? Because the trees, we release what, carbon dioxide or monoxide? Which one?
Yeah. So I mean, really, if you're cutting down a lot of trees to build apartments,
and these tall buildings, skyscrapers, that's with these metal materials and stuff,
that's part of a Green New Deal or whatever too. So, I mean, because you really shouldn't be tearing down all these things. Matter of fact, I was riding on the street today, man. It's 7:30 in the morning. Deers running in somebody's yard at 7:30 in the morning. You don't even see deers in that part of the area this time of year, but you're seeing it now, though.
Yeah, they're gonna be drilling, like your boy said, drill, plus all the real estate construction that they got going on, highways and building up these new suburbs and stuff, neighborhoods. Like you said, throwing these apartments up everywhere. You know what I mean? Now, if they're not gonna make it affordable living, like you said, man, because you can make it affordable living, they can still make a boatload of money, making it affordable for people, like you said, or income, you know what I mean? Adjusted to people's income. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, they already made their money, bro. These people, these entities already made they already got over on the people. You know what I'm saying? They put themselves in this. You know what I'm saying? They already made money. They ain't even spend at this point, Frank. They're not even spending their own money now. That's what I'm saying. They got the system so running on autopilot that they're not even spending their own money. Like you said, they that's why they taxing you. That's why they came up with the tax to tax you, so they don't have to spend their money. You working for them. You literally working for them. You're working on the job and giving labor, but you literally working the tax. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So they can build. You know what I'm talking about?
Facts.
If you got They keep saying 350 million people, bro. But if you got to be out your mind if you think it's only 350 million people in North America.
Facts.
My question is how can they keep a consistent number of allegedly 13%? Well, they are allegedly doing what they do, pharma. So maybe they got it down to the science.
No, you're right.
Get rid of the pump.
I never knew. I never knew it could be 13% for fucking 60, 70 fucking years.
Well, hell, if they got all type of the things we've been talking about that have been implemented from immunity shots, vaccines, you know, got you drinking cow's milk from a baby. You know what I mean? Infamil got you taking Infamil and all the other stuff that go along with environmental hazardous that we go through. They got it down to a science, man.
Facts.
Right?
That's true.
This many people deceased. This many people is immigrated and imported. Damn.
You see that?
Now they got rid of a lot of people from 2020 to now. A lot of people is kick the bucket.
That's true.
So they got to replenish and flood back in black mode. Flood people, to replenish the slaves. Huh?
Yep. Now, one of them guys, I'm looking at it right here, that used to be in that sustainability thing was Trump's Commerce Secretary. What's the guy named? Cantor Fitzgerald guy, Howard Lutnick. Well, Lutnick is Jewish guy. Cantor Fitzgerald lost all them employees in 9/11. Well, they used to be in this sustainability stuff too. Now I think he stepped down, Cantor Fitzgerald, maybe because he's the Commerce Secretary now, but that should be kind of concerning. But matter of fact, I think he was Jeffrey Epstein next door neighbor, as a matter of fact. Because he had a fundraiser with Bill Clinton. But the guy Howard Lutnick, I know he used to be into that type of sustainability and stuff. So what I'm saying, a lot of these guys that say stuff, they tell you about the agenda, but then they go back and do the same agenda in the back door.
Right.
Yeah. It's called truth by deception. They deceive you with they give you the truth, but they're deceiving you because while you distracted with the truth, they do the same thing in the back door. That's why, like today, like I told you today, that they want Starlink to take over the FAA now, stuff like that. So it's kind of like a smoke and mirrors thing. I think Starlink say they're gonna drop their contract with Verizon possibly, and they're going to T-Mobile. That's why when I heard about Doge for the first time, I said, well, that doesn't make sense because Doge is the Venetians. Doesn't make sense. The Venetians were some of the biggest oligarchs out here. So, anybody know about the Venetians, right? So, everything that you see has already been done before. So,
that's a good point.
We in a rerun episode. As a matter of fact, we was on a rerun and it was already on The Simpsons.
Oh, yeah, facts. See that all this, a lot of the stuff was on The Simpsons. I was gonna play something. Didn't I send you that Simpsons shit?
Yeah, you did. Yep, you did.
I'm telling you, want to say it? Can I play something real quick? I'm play.
Yeah, play it right quick.
They're talking about you just said it. You just said the stock market is gonna go. It just tanked. You just said it. I didn't notice until I just looked all of a sudden. I seen this shit. That's interesting how you just said that. That's crazy, bro.
Hey, man, I say a lot of stuff. As soon as I say it, it happened in a couple weeks usually.
Facts.
Maybe they'd say that they fuck it. Let's go ahead and say it can happen in a day. Shit. Go ahead and put it up.
Some big breaking news here for you. So the markets absolutely tanked because Trump came out during a press conference, was asked about the tariffs on Canada and Mexico. Remember about a month ago, he said, we're going to put the tariffs on them. And then he had a meeting at the last minute with President of Mexico, Claudia Sheinbaum, and Trudeau from Canada. And basically, he found a way to sort of weasel out of doing the tariffs by saying, oh, we made a beautiful agreement. Mexico is going to send 10,000 troops to the border to make sure the fentanyl.
So that was all bullshit. BJ, that tariff shit that was bullshit, right?
No. It's called being strategist, baby. You gotta understand the game, Frank. You bluff the motherfuckers, bro.
Okay, but
you gotta bluff them. You gotta bluff the motherfuckers. Now, don't make me put the tariffs on you. He always said that now. He always said, don't make me put the tariffs on y'all because y'all, these motherfuckers is coming in and we need to go negotiate. That's just his way of telling them, hey, we need to come to a negotiation. Or I'm gonna have to put these tariffs on, 25% tariff tax on you.
He bluffed them.
That's what he's a businessman. Yeah. Yeah. See, we are experiencing business at its finest and at its worst through this social media experience. This shit goes on every day, Frank. We just not privy to being sitting in on these actual conversations and shit. Trump, like you said, it's a hell of a character. He's a hell of an actor. He's a hell of a, you know what I mean? He's playing a role, but we actually seeing this shit act out in front of us. Like, you see what I'm saying? With the cameras on rolling.
Right.
This shit happened behind a closed door. These discussions and negotiations and stuff all the time.
Like I said, it's what's that called? It's content, but then they really. But Trump, I don't know, man. You're right, dude. It's bluffing, but at the same time, it's coming off kind of like talking out of both sides, though. It's coming off.
Yeah, it's business. What you think business is?
That's true.
They showed you Shark Tank, bro. Hey, they showed you Shark Tank, bro. And those are just sample size of what goes on in some of these negotiations, you know, on different levels.
We would never know, you know?
Yeah, we would never know. But see, Trump are giving you, that's what I'm saying. That's why I look at it. He giving you an insight look on what normally goes on behind closed doors. And he's pretty much documenting this shit. Guarantee you, when his legacy, at the end of his legacy, it's going to be a hell of a documentary on Donald Trump. President 44, President 47. It is what it is. He's always marketing. He's always, you know what I'm saying? On how you get to that money. You know what I mean? Get to that money. That money. What they call it? Money.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. It's what they say. Don't put me close to the edge. Huh? Huh?
Good point.
So it's like bluffing because I was watching one guy. I wish you could played it, but we ain't got time. And it was, I think it was Steve Bannon or some other cat was talking. They was saying, yeah, pretty much, yeah, Trump. He gonna have some. He do a great job of bluffing and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But they was like this time around, yeah, he may be able to bluff. He said, but somebody gonna try him, and he gonna have to, you know, actually show. If, you know what I'm saying? Either he's gonna have to pull off a hell of a bluff, or he gonna have to show. Meaning, you know how he talk. So he had to put the hammer down on somebody. He might have to push that button on somebody on one of these countries. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I mean, people can say, oh, this shit go on. Did anybody say that when Obama was pushing the buttons on motherfuckers, dropping drones on motherfuckers? Not a damn thing. Nobody said shit.
That's a good point.
You know what's so crazy?
Not a damn thing.
But you know what's so crazy?
What's
to be
that?
honest with you, they're not really saying nothing when Trump dropping drones on people in Somalia and all these places neither. So that's how you know.
The news ain't really talking. That's what I'm saying. They're not going on like they were last
because
time.
He's the face. He's making, like I just said, the cameras is all on him. Everybody got their mouth on Trump.
Yeah. They still get the same thing done on the opposite side while they got you on him, but they doing this on the back door.
Voila, voila. Hey, voila, voila.
That's what I was saying kind of like earlier. That's what I was saying earlier with the what's the name with the other thing. They got us focused on him and shit.
Yeah. They were talking, look, this man was still the major talk going through COVID and all this stuff. Ain't in the administration, Biden administration. We talk more about Trump than we did Kamala and that damn Joe Biden. How? You tell me how. To the fact that he became the next president. Hey, come on, man.
She set up. I mean,
You can't write this shit.
I'll be telling people. She straight up said she wasn't gonna do nothing for black people. That's not a good look, bro. That's why I'm like, you can't come back from that one. That's why I be telling people. They be like, oh, this and that, but I'm like, how come y'all wasn't like? Why did you support somebody that said that? That's crazy, dude. That's wild and shit. But if it was a white man that said it, see, that's bullshit, you know. Since she said it, it's like, oh, but if it was a white man that said it, that's bullshit. You see what I'm saying? You see my point? That's that selective fucking racism. Oh, she can't be if she's racist and said some racist shit and some demeaning shit about my race, it's okay, but let the white motherfucker say it. Oh, that's bullshit. That's fake to me. It's not real. For her
I'm just curious. I wonder what her status is. I bet her status ain't black.
Exactly.
Hey, she's a Asian.
And for Joe Biden to say, if you don't see, they both said some crazy shit. If you don't vote for me, if you ain't black, you ain't gonna vote for me or something. What that shit? What he say? That's wild.
Wow. She's a Asian.
That's insulting, man.
A Asian.
But see, they wouldn't have said nothing about the Creed people, man. If the Creed people would have said, hey, they would have said, oh, you know, you don't vote for me if you in a small hat. You know what I mean? Like, if you know what I mean? He wouldn't have said that. That's a bit, you know what I mean? They would have been on him. They wouldn't have said that. See, that's what I'm saying. They know we have no representation. They know the people that's supposed to represent us is going to bow down to them and the money. And they know, and another thing they know, since that Lyndon B. Johnson bullshit and some dumbass policies that he passed, you know what I'm saying? That now it seems like motherfuckers really are going to be voting for these motherfuckers for the next 300 years, and which is, they got us like, what the fuck is that? You know what I mean? Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
They got us voting for 300. I mean, it seems like that shit's really serious. Like, we niggas really gonna be. All right, let me see what you guys said.
Fentanyl stops coming in, and
he
used that.
He be mocking Trump. That should be sounding kind of funny, man.
To be able to get out of doing the tariffs, because as every economic expert will tell you, this would be cataclysmic for the U.S. economy. I mean, it'd be cataclysmic for the Mexican and the Canadian economy as well. But he was just asked, hey, how about those tariffs? Like, are they going to go into effect? And he says, yep, they're going into effect tomorrow. And then he was asked if there's any wiggle room in that. And he was like, nope, there's no wiggle room. The tariffs are going into effect tomorrow. And these are steep tariffs, man. This is, Crystal, was it 15% or 25%? 25% tariffs on Canada and Mexico, our top allies. And so the market reacted in real time and absolutely imploded. And look, I don't want to overstate it, but if he were to go through with these tariffs, it would be just an economic disaster. You're basically looking at like a guaranteed recession, potentially a depression.
Why do people say that? We're already in a recession, though. Why do people keep
that's what I'm saying. It was going, bro, this shit was happening anyway, bro. That made me think that he used the tariff thing, like you said, so we can, so these idiots can have these talking points. But we were going in that direction anyway, bro. See, that's what I'm saying, Frank. We going in that direction anyway, dog.
Exactly,
liar.
Didn't Joe Biden fuck it? Look at how, Joe Biden made this shit like this, bro. You know, I don't
bro,
like.
We were going in this direction anyway, man.
Like,
come on, man.
You know, I don't fuck with either one, but it's like, I'm not gonna lie.
To be honest with you, actually, Trump and Joe Biden got to play in this, because when they passed that CARES Act, which was that COVID Act right?
Mhm.
Both of them, because when they passed that, they closed a lot of small businesses around the country.
That's true. That's true.
That's what caused the depression and all that stuff.
And on top of it,
but the war, y'all forgot. These niggas went to war. These niggas at war. Of course, Russia, Ukraine, Israel, these niggas at war, bro. So we funding the war.
Yep.
You get the depression, the Great Depression, after you fund the war.
That's right.
The recession comes. So whether he put tariffs on motherfuckers or not, a recession is here. That's why they scrounging around trying to see where they can, so it don't hit too hard. They're trying to figure out what can they cut so it don't hit too hard, the recession. But see, people that don't know business and they just like to talk, they get caught up in, so much of the social media and the political mumbo jumbo. They ain't wrong for the politics and people giving their opinion and stuff, but
because the whole thing with COVID was to have an actual contraction, consolidation of wealth. That's why if you look at all the people like Musk, Bezos, all these technocrats, they got more money and they was able to fund the AI agenda and keep people out of the workforce to fund the AI agenda at a rapid pace.
This thing got a 200 billion increase. How? Sway? Less in 1 or 2 years' time, bro. How, Sway? How, Frank?
You said who got a
200 billion increase, nigga?
Who did?
Elon Musk.
And Jeff Bezos.
Yep.
And some of these other, like you said, billionaire, scam artists.
Zuckerberg.
But look, at your job, you only get a 5% raise. Bullshit.
Right. Social Security, you get a 2.5% raise. 2.5%, bro. That's like $25, $30 raise, bro. So depends how much you getting. These motherfuckers, I'm trying to tell you, bro. But see, look what they did with the pandemic, like Bernard was saying. You know what I'm saying? Look how many people got out of work. A lot of people was working and being semi-sufficient. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, you close a lot of stuff down, shut a lot of these businesses got shut down. They never able to recover. Even some of the major chains, Golden Corral, a lot of these places never recovered. Some of these places never recovered from that. Save a lot. A lot of these places never recovered. And a lot of them shut down, nationwide. And at the same time, you're bringing in people, right? Flooding your borders in with people, and then you're using money that you're burning through resources and stuff to the fact that you burnt through a lot of your reserves, even with the for the FEMA stuff and the disaster reserves. The people ain't even bro. How do you not have a recession? You done burnt through your reserves. Talk to me. I ain't went to school for no economics. I'm just saying a dummy.
Facts though. Right. How do you burn through your reserves? The reserves.
Now all these economic niggas went to school and shit, but we still in fucking damn near $80 trillion in debt. I'm like Dick Gregory. But we need to get third graders to run the country then.
That's a good point.
And these smart motherfuckers, how these smart specialist motherfuckers, we in $1 trillion of debt. Something ain't right.
That's just like when you pay a motherfucker to do your accounting and watch
there you go.
You watch your numbers and you get arrested for fucking money laundering.
See what I'm saying? That's
tax evasion. Like I paid you to do my numbers, bro. How do I get arrested for tax evasion, bro?
See, this is the stuff
that did your numbers don't get arrested.
That's why they don't want us having these conversations. Stop slowing down the time and thinking in the middle of chaos and having think tank conversations in the middle of chaos, because now we have to rally and say, well, hold on. We can start putting these things on our list of things we want for our vote. Whoa, why the hell does CPA get to they are certified personal assistant or whatever, and they F up my money, my tax situation, and I gotta pay the penalty?
Bro, just like what you already know, I don't want to say too much, but you already know that's like the situation with me. It's like, bro, come on. Like, dude, niggas put you in a different tax bracket and shit. Like, that's bullshit, bro. Like, how the fuck is that on me? I got put in the fucking different tax bracket. That's bullshit, bro. This is a scam, bro. It's all scams.
Yeah, a lot of people don't agree with paying taxes. Some people do because they got so accustomed to it. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people really don't agree with paying taxes. Not like how they got us paying it, bro. Like especially people with homes, you got business and stuff, and the money that you acquire, your revenue come in from whatever business, whatever employment you have, and you got to pay the tax on that money, interest or whatever tax on that money. That's how a lot of these people get caught up. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these people, they make the money, whether they're a celebrity or not, whether they're a person that's a regular person that has a high earner, and a 100,000, 200K earner or some stuff like that. And the taxes kill them, right? Especially like you said, if you ain't got nobody, you balancing those books and saying, "Well, damn," and figuring out how can you be tax exempt. See what I'm saying?
Right.
How do you get tax exempt?
That's true.
But they got so much tricks and trades, man. It's man.
It's
a shark industry, man.
But see, at the same
you can
time,
pray, huh?
Just like I wanted to bring up too. What y'all think about the drug dealer? I don't know this, but Trump was saying something about like drug dealers getting the death penalty. What y'all think about that shit?
Drug dealers or drug kingpins? I mean, what he saying? Just regular people that peddle drugs? I mean, what's
I'm gonna do more of my what's the name on that shit, man. I'm gonna get back to you on that because I don't want to take that out of context.
I mean, because Trump do be saying a lot of shit that hit home, but the shit be so broad and ambiguous. You'd be like, okay, so whose job is it to do that? Because we know you saying it. We know you might speaking it, but somebody got to write the policy up and somebody got to legislate that. He's not legislating it. Yeah, he's speaking it on his mouth as a concept, right?
Mm-hmm. People get caught up.
Okay, so who are the people who going to write the legislation up and put the paperwork in the text, put the right language in the paperwork?
They got to go to the Congress and the what's the name, man.
See what I'm saying?
That's wild, dude.
Huh?
Like that's like, bro, that's not, for one, that's a non-violent offense for one. And for two, it's like, what about rapists? Okay, fuck it. If we want to be fucking petty and stupid like that, what about rapists and pedophiles?
No, keep it on what you just said, Frank. You said drug dealers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Keep it right there. Pfizer, Big Pharma. They're not the biggest drug dealers. Let's do it. Let's go. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. What is the legislation with the work? Who and the writing? Who gonna write this up? Because there's no bigger drug dealer than the pharmaceutical industry.
That's why I said.
Down.
That's why I said they're not going after the pharmaceutical industry. They all game.
Yeah, it's all game, bro. Don't try to go after the little petty so-called or illegal drugs.
That's
Man, get the fuck out of here, bro.
See, when they say that's mean we're gonna go after regular people, bro. And then big pharma, that's the oligarch. We're not gonna go after oligarch, go after regular motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Poor motherfuckers, because they wouldn't be selling drugs if they weren't poor, and 90% of the time. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it broad, ambiguous, and the thing is, didn't the CIA bring it over here, dude? Oh, they're talking about fentanyl and all this shit. Oh, fentanyl, bro. Regular motherfuckers don't have shit to do with fucking fentanyl, bro. That's some China and Mexico shit. That shit gets made in China and it gets distributed through fucking Mexico. Y'all noticed there was a gang of Chinese nationals in Mexico in the borders.
Yeah, they ain't mentioned that. If they gonna get rid of them, they gonna go find them. That's what we need to be saying. Hey, we need to be saying hashtag find the Chinese or Asian motherfucking
nationals,
illegals and nationals. For real.
That's why I don't. That's another reason why. I mean, I get into it, but then I'm like, because it's one sided like a motherfucker, bro. And it's picking and choosing. It's picking and choosing.
Look, let me tell you something, bro. I'm gonna be there. Let me say this before I go. Bring this up. Number one, Chinese, Mexican, anybody you name. I would say something need to be done about drug trafficking and stuff like that. But ain't nobody committed more crime than no pharmaceutical companies. Nobody, not no damn drug pins, none of them. The pharmaceutical industry complex is worse than all of them. Okay, they're the biggest drug dealers out here. Okay, matter of fact, They give you a prescription so you can scriptively take the drug. They give you a prescription. They prescripting your condition. Prescripting your condition. They call it a prescription, by the way. The word script is in it. So even when you take that thing, hey, would you like to get your prescription fulfilled? Yeah, I do. Because you know why? They fulfilling your death certificate. Getting it ready for you. In a script. That's what they're doing. And you can go to any CVS and get it. Damn, you know, that's what, because a doctor, see, it's very simple, man. A doctor can get you medicine if he won't, but he's sending you to a pharmacy. So they all got a chain network. That's why they call it the healthcare profession. They send you through a network of people.
Right, they can give you the medicine if they wanted to. Right.
A doctor can give you medicine if he wants to, but he's sending you to the pharmacy.
What does pharmacy mean, though? Anybody know?
Pharmakia, witchcraft.
Pharma.
Witchcraft, sorcery.
Yep.
Who?
Pharmakia.
Witchcraft and sorcery.
I heard that's what the Muslim. I heard that's what the pharaohs, Egyptians, on that shit too.
Phoenicians.
I mean, don't get me wrong. People always used their own medicine and stuff like that.
Right. Okay, what's the difference between the drug and the medicine?
Medicine could be a plant, et cetera, or food can be medicine. Food can be medicine.
Can food be a drug?
Yes, it can by the FDA.
FDA. I got the new acronym for FDA. What's the acronym for FDA, Frank?
The Food Drug Administration.
I got the new one. You want to hear it? Fuck the Americans.
Damn.
Huh? Damn. Ain't that deep?
Well,
fuck the Americans. Ain't that deep?
It sure is deep.
That's how they really feel about us, man. They ain't, we the last.
Well, for real.
This is like you, but the U.S. is a foreign entity, though. I get it. If you let foreign people invest in any kind of money, bro, it's done. If you let foreign people invest in you let foreign people invest, but see, that's how you know they're going to jail and prison to slavery. You let these foreign motherfuckers invest in your prison, your privatized prisons, basically investing in people's labor. You're done. Right. You're done. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Well, let me just say this. With that being said, that's interesting. Next time, come on. One of the first topics I'm gonna bring on is how the Rockefellers took over the medical industry. That'll be next thing I pull up next time. Very interesting, right?
Oh well, you're gonna have to do a series on the DuPonts too, then.
Yeah, they're coming. They're coming to play as well. British Empire. I got stuff on the Indian Empire. I got some stuff on all these.
East Indian Company, huh?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, they got a lot of stuff going on.
Company.
Big news in Virginia. A lot of people talking about the guy that got shot in the Foot Locker yesterday, killed him inside the store. Obviously. Yeah, right. Yeah, a lot of stuff like that going on, unfortunately. So like I said, we done had like 4 murders on almost each side of town the last couple weeks. I think they had another killing in the projects in Mosby Court tonight. So the shootout's on and it's on and popping. So in the hood, it's still not good.
You're right, but I seen some. I was watching partial of Willie D, and this title had something about some rapper down. I guess was it a Texas rapper? Lil Honey or somebody
with the daughter.
About that?
With the daughter.
Yeah. They supposed to have got a gun down or something.
Bro,
I don't know who they are. I just see it in his title.
Honestly, if
Speaking
you the type of nigga that shoot somebody with their daughter and their daughter, bro, you I mean, I'm sorry, I don't see how that street that's some bitch shit to me. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know motherfuckers that just blown, you know, I know motherfuckers that blew motherfuckers away and then robbed them and didn't even get none of their money. I mean, I know people like that. I'm not trying to brag. That's nothing to brag of. It's not even nothing to brag. I'm glad I don't fuck with those people no more. But I know people on that type of shit. So my thing is, but that's different though. Dude was by itself, even though that was some bitch cowardly shit too. But you get somebody with their daughter. I don't see how that could. I don't know. I don't see how even you could go home and sleep at night after that shit, bro. Like that's some weak shit. But see, I get it though. You know what I'm saying? We so current. I think it's to this point where it's ritualistic and it spells the demons. All this. There's a lot of different purging. It's a lot of different shit that comes down with that type of shit. But I don't condone shit like that. Just like socking a nigga in the back of the head. That's bitch shit. Sneaking a nigga. That's some bitch shit. Choking a nigga out from behind is bitch. I don't know. I just always thought that I always knew from the streets, from what I knew and told and seen with my own eyes, that's punk shit. But for you to shoot somebody with their daughter, bro, and the daughter, that's you weak to me, bro. I don't give you no. I mean, even in prison, when you go to prison, motherfucker, oh what? What daughter? What? Certain motherfuckers gonna get on you in there. So I don't know. I don't condone shit like that. That's bitch shit, weak shit to it. Kids, women, all of them should get passes, but not even a pass. You shouldn't even think about even.
That's the shit that I don't like.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? All the elderly, you don't fuck with the elderly women or children, bro. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe that's the 90s shit type of shit that I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, go ahead, Frank. Shout out your information, man.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Good information as usual, man. You know what I'm saying? This is all coming into play, man. It's pretty soon, sooner or later, later or sooner, man. This shit,
ready for a lot of thunderstorms, so.
Yeah, man. This shit is it's scripted, man. It's political theater, man. It's you know what I'm saying. It's bluffing. It's all that, man. It's just, you know what I'm saying. It makes some good TV, but at the same time, if they get what they want, you see what I'm saying, and make themselves richer and you know what I'm saying. Who's giving their lobbyists and their you know what I'm saying, special interest groups. If they also get them richer, they gonna do it. You know what I'm saying. After all, we're not paying these motherfuckers. These people are, right? So yeah, man. So we just gotta keep our foots on their necks, man. Just, you see what I'm saying? Just basically see that this is all one big play, man, and try not to get played in it. You know what I'm saying? That's fact. So y'all can hit me up at XX Frank Nitty XX, and then on YouTube, and then also on Instagram, and then hit me at Frank Jones 8115 on Instagram. Yeah, hit me up, man. Check out the content. You know what I'm saying?
All right, Chak, go ahead.
Yeah, man. I've been thinking about doing some late night sessions on Graham. I don't know. Gotta check it out, see how that works.
I know.
Some stuff I really want to talk. Because earlier I went on live earlier, and I kind of, I played a little bit of the midday news, you know what I'm saying, things going on, but I went into the conversation of Kareem, you know what I'm saying? I played a little video of Kareem, kind of going over his legacy, kind of telling a little bit about his background, his story and stuff. And I there's a lot of stuff that I didn't know about Kareem, and so I'm gonna have to revisit that on another day, like play a little bit of that and kind of do some commentary on that, on my Instagram or Facebook or some stuff. So yeah, but you can tap in with me, Chak Waller, on Instagram, Chak. That was on Facebook.
Yeah, well, gotta give me a King BJ Johnson. I'm just gonna say this. Yeah, so like I said, getting ready for some more thunderstorms, some March thunderstorms, of course, right? So we getting kind of out of the snow now, getting into some very windy weather, 40-mile-per-hour winds and stuff like that. So
be safe, man.
Oh man, hey man. I mean, what it is, man. Yeah. Get ready.
I want to say one more thing too on the Kareem thing, because we were talking about LeBron James and they claim he just passed up single season points or some shit he did. Every time we get a stat line, they give it to you. It's cool. But they overlooked some of these great things that they did in their lifetime and stuff. They still alive. Now, they give LeBron James a lot of credit for for this social what they call it, Bernard? Social warrior. What they call it stuff? Social justice. What they
Social
call it?
justice warrior, something like that. Yeah, I know.
Okay, but see, and a lot of guys. I mean, we could talk about Muhammad Ali for what he did, for what he stood on for the draft and going into the military and not wanting to go fight in the military. Let's see, guys like Raul, right?
Yep.
Jackson, Chris Jackson,
Yep.
Mahmoud, Raul, for him standing up, you know what I'm saying? Him, Chris Hodges, what they try to do, went to the White House and stuff like that, and they got shunned for standing up and being standing like they say, standing on business, like for different social things that was going on. You know what I mean? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, he protested. He didn't, he protested. I didn't know he protested and then play in the Olympics
Yep.
in 1 year. But see, he got shut. That's why he's not talked about by one of the greats, because of some of that stuff. And he ain't got a coaching job right now in the NBA. Been trying to get the coaching job. They ain't gonna give it to him. First of all, he converted over to Muslim, Islam. They put a strike on him for that. He stood on a lot of things he stood on, right? The people he stood there, some of the people he stood there too. And you shunning them and not going to play for the Olympics and stuff. You stood up and protested or whatever. But see, ain't nobody gonna come out. None of these players gonna come out and speak on that, because, like you said, they still want to suck off the goddamn white man titty. You know what I'm saying? Jew titty.
Right.
They still sucking Jew titty.
Well, now, you know what? I would say there's a lot of people have respect for Kareem, but actually Kareem was calling people dumb for not taking the jab too, so he lost a lot of respect after that as well.
But that's what I'm saying. So, okay, and then obviously people look down on him when I think he married a white chick, right?
He did, huh?
Yeah.
Something like that, right? So I mean, that's what I'm saying, man. When they throw around, people that, and we overlook. See, and my main point is we overlook the people that did stick their neck out and do things, and they got ridiculed, and they get shunned, and they don't get a lot of the major opportunities. I mean, they still, doing what they do.
And it'd be like, oh, when they give praises to Kaepernick, but Kaepernick was in on that shit because him and Whistler had the same, him and Obama, and I think Trump all had the same agent, bro. So that was like, yeah, that was a sign.
Most likely.
Obama for sure had the same agent. Ari Emanuel, they all had the same agent. But I think him and Trump, if I'm not mistaken, Trump had the same agent too. That shit was all a script, bro. But Kareem was really putting in work and really, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, right. We people don't want to talk about that. It's crazy, bro. Just like Miami's Bird. You know what I'm saying? Mound. That shit. Miami's Bird Mound. That's in Ohio. That's one of the biggest pyramids. That's a big ass pyramid, bro, in Ohio. That was some black people, bro. That was us and shit in Ohio. Indigenous.
They do got a Miami, Ohio.
You see how that, but nobody talk about that. Nobody talk about Crispus Attucks. You know what I'm saying? The British killed him. You feel me? And that ignited the Boston Massacre. Nobody talk about it. You see how people talk about Martin Luther King all the time. Rosa Parks. But see, Martin Luther King, was that a good idea or was that a bad idea?
But yeah, what was the name of that law again, Bernard? The lynching law, that mob law that they charged Allen Iverson with?
Maiming by mob.
Maiming by mob. Damn, bro. I tell you, bro.
Makes you like guilty
by Frank, you
like by association.
Yeah, he was an agent back in 2010. Yes,
he was Trump's agent.
Yep.
When all that shit was going on. No. Was that what that Kaepernick shit was going on in like 2012? When was that shit going on?
2015, 16 years.
15, okay, a little after, but still. But see, even if they weren't, if that still wasn't Trump's agent at that 2015 time, still, it's still suspect, bro. He's all three of their agents. He was Obama's agent, he was Kaepernick's agent, and he was Trump's agent. It's all plays. These people are connected. They know each other. So him and Trump.
Well, you gotta remember, Harry May is also the CEO of Endeavor, which got ties to UFC market, Dana White, and so forth and the like.
Interesting stuff, man.
WWE.
And see, okay, what about so that Dana White thing? So you heard about that, Chak? So what's the dude's name? What's the idiot guy's name? Cash Patel wants UFC motherfuckers to be FBI agents. What do y'all? Did you laugh? What do y'all laugh? What do y'all think about that? Bro, that sounds ridiculous, man, to be honest with you. Just because you can fight, what the fuck does that mean? Oh, he can fight. Nigga, he can't stop a bullet? I don't know any of them fighting UFC motherfuckers that can stop a bullet, do you? Can he stop any kind of terrorism, dude? Knowing how to fight? So you see, we don't think.
That's that
We don't think.
That's that boy on boy love shit, man. I don't fuck with it.
Damn, they said that Nam love.
Yeah, man, that's that boy on boy love, bro. They be gawking over each other, bro. Oh man, he's such a.
I know they do, bro.
Man, get out of here.
Did he just beat up his girlfriend, dude, and nothing happened to him? Ooh, let me shut up.
Man, them dudes don't like women, bro. They. Didn't he just dope his wife and nothing happened to him? No, but everybody was talking about what's his name, the football player Ray Rice, right?
You see how they was talking about him when he got to with his girlfriend in the elevator. But this nigga Dana White beat up his girlfriend, bro, and everything, socked her and everything. Nobody was talking about that.
I mean, pretty quiet.
I don't like that.
Stephen A. Smith was tight-lipped. A lot of them people tight-lipped because, like I said, that dude bringing a lot of money revenue for a lot of them. ESPN, a lot of them was getting.
Stephen A. Smith got ties to everything with you.
Yeah, they all puppets.
But that's the media too, though. We gotta hold the media. We gotta hold their feet to the fire. They could, if they wanted to, they could have really ran that story. But in that, just like that movie, Distinguished Gentleman, he told the dude, you know what I'm saying, that was head of the PAC and shit, the head of the thing, political committee, that they got into an accident, and he went and told the media and smeared him. And he said, "You left me out of it." He said, "I did." He said, "I owe you a favor." You do.
I wish you got time to pull up that Sean Connery with I think it was Barbara Walters back. They was on, I don't know what the conversation was, but they got on something talking about.
You said he was like
slapping a man, like slapping a woman or something. He said, "Yeah, a woman occasionally she deserves a pop in the lip or popping them off or something." And she was like, "Really? Yeah, he stood on that, bro." Sean Connery.
Pull that up or what?
Man,
you might pull that up, BJ, or what? Or you gotta go? The thing about Sean Connery?
Yeah, go ahead.
Damn, that's some shit right there, dude. But see, that proves our point, though, don't it? I got the Swirler edition too. The Swirlers be liking the motherfucking white boys putting their hands on them too. They don't call them all the names they call us. Like that, I never heard a black broad call a white dude dusty in my life, and I've been here for 41 years. Yo, man, you'll never see it. It's just like the Sasquatch. You ain't gonna never see it, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Frank, a white crackhead nigga is still better than a black crackhead.
That's true. You're right.
A meth head, bro. These niggas is meth head, functional meth head.
Bro, you're right.
Damn,
that shit. I just put Sean Connery and that shit came up, bro.
No, stop it.
Bro.
Frank, stop.
Oh, dude, that motherfucker came up fast. See that, man? See, they got the algorithm. They control the algorithm. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people didn't pull this video up since it came up like that. But the mainstream media and they're not smearing them like they you know what I mean? I get it. Just like the dude from Taken was like, "Oh man, if I see a black dude, man, and white girl, man, I'm gonna beat him up." Like, nigga, you don't know that shit in real life, nigga. Niggas, I know motherfuckers that beat niggas up that know martial arts, by the way.
Years ago, you did an interview, which may come back to haunt you. You know what I'm going to say, right?
No.
Okay, you did an interview in which you said, not the worst thing to slap a woman now and then. As I remember, you said you don't do it with a clenched fist. It's better to do it with an open hand. Yeah, remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I didn't love that.
I haven't changed my opinion.
You haven't?
No, not at all.
You think it's good to slap?
I don't think it's good. I
don't think it's bad.
I don't think it's that bad. I think that it depends entirely on the circumstances and if it merits it. Yeah.
What would merit it?
Well, if you have tried everything else, and women are pretty good at this, they can't leave it alone. They don't want to have the last word, and you give them the last word, but they're not happy with the last word. They want to say it again, and get into a really provocative situation. Then I think it's absolutely right.
To give her a good slap.
Yeah, absolutely.
What if she gives you?
Her pan is probably wet.
Well, then you get into another area. I mean, then maybe she's getting to like it, and then it becomes something else. I don't know. But seriously, I think that it's the last resort. He's not going to do it because he wants to do it. Huh?
Wait till people see this interview. You're going to get mail.
Might get some female.
Huh? Frank. Right. You there?
I didn't. That's the first. I didn't hear about him getting smeared or nothing. That's the first time I've seen this from you.
No.
I never even heard of it.
Now, let's put that with same thing. Jonathan Majors. Huh?
Ooh, I forgot about that one. Damn. Chak, you're right. Damn. That's a good point. Jonathan Majors all the way, bro. And that bitch was running after him, bro. Bro, come on.
That's what I'm saying.
Huh?
Now watch this. And I guarantee you, some of them whites still was like, he was wrong.
Bro, they were still saying that. That was weird. Some black
Did them whites come out and speak up for him? They were closed mouth.
Black people were saying that on YouTube. They were bashing him too. Men and women.
Yeah. Man, see, that's what you get with them white girls, man. Man, no white girl.
Like, bro, what does any of that have to do with what the fuck happened? They do be saying that shit, huh? But meanwhile, you got a whole Kim Klasick talking about she want to have Elon Musk's 14th bastard baby. Damn.
Well, look, I'm about to bring up Kim Klasick one day, a little bit more in a context. Yeah, I'll bring that up. But yeah, like I said, kind of crazy. But people just keep your head on swivel, watch out, and enjoy the show. Yeah, and don't get your head bashed in on the way out. Take your time.
Man, I know for sure. All right,
Gotcha.